I like, click, subscribe, do all that. You already know what time it is. It's Netflix time. Vincenzo, episode 10. Spoiler alert, let's get it. So where we last left off, the family that helped out with the Babel chemical company left them done deal dead. And because of the charcoal mixed with the RUD-90 stuff, they committed a suicide. And Dr. Gill was killed off last episode also. And other associates. The witness protection guy was still alive. And then there's a meeting with the Babel squad. Come to find out, the family that committed suicide, they were murdered. Their specialty is covering up evidence and making it look like bullshit. It's only gonna be but so much Vin can take. They go to the police about it, but they're not changing their minds. They chalk it up as a suicide. And they've been taking bribes to the Wu Sang company just to keep Chai in jail for so many episodes. It's like, why even trust these niggas? I got a feeling Vin's figuring all that shit out too. So after consideration, they know they can't trust the cops for this shit. And what happens when you can't trust the cops and you're trying to stop a conglomerate? You know niggas about to get dirty. And Chai, considering you're standing next to a Korean lawyer who works for the Italian mafia, it's gonna get turned up quick. Meanwhile, back at the office, these motherfuckers talk about they turned up and got rid of the evidence. Cause they're crooked cops, that's what they do. Meanwhile, back at the plaza in the restaurant, our tenants ain't backing down, they're standing up for their spot. They almost slipped up and mentioned something to the assistant about gold. Now you know the assistant's been working with Vin and Chai this whole time. If he knows anything about gold, he's gonna talk to them. Then they're gonna know that the tenants know. The tenants will realize why he's been there the whole time. Trust will be broken, and all that other shit. But they reworded that and he don't suspect nothing. Back at the office, everybody's particularly nervous about Seihan. You know, because they found out he likes to murk niggas. Specifically June, he's scared to death of Seihan. Mion's like, man, just relax, do as he says, and besides, you ain't gonna go nowhere. He already knows that you know, so you know. Back at the office, Vin and Chai knows this is gonna go beyond the law. Chai knows that he said something about killing niggas, but she's really conflicted about the whole thing. Little does she know, Vin's been murking niggas. These crooked cops going somewhere to collect some money. They get to the rooftop to split it up. Little did they know Vin was following them. Gives them some proper ass weapons, and then get them tied up. He threatens to kick these niggas over the edge if they don't give them all the information of what happened to the family. Eventually, they get the message. You thought you had something, but now you got. Nice little hustle they had, but the chick is up. Meanwhile, June has a private conversation with Wang. And because he's thinking to himself how crazy Seihan is, he's trying to get Wang to turn on him. Basically tell him he's got the smarts to run the company, all this other stuff. But he wants Wang to run it because he seems sensible, because he knows his brother's crazy as fuck. But then he starts crying because he knows that idea is going to get shut down quickly. Then Vin goes to see Cho, and because of the tenants, Vin is putting off the gold rush for a minute. Cho thinks Vin is getting too occupied with the Babel company and losing focus on trying to get the gold out of the plaza. He tried to reassure Cho everything's good, but once he gets back in the car, he gets pissed off because he knows he can't do anything about it. I'm wondering if Cho has some obligations to keep. Then he gets a call from one of his mafia niggas back in Italy. Lucas says some Korean dude has been looking for him, so he's like, yo, just be careful, you know what I'm saying? Now, who could be Korean over there looking for Vin? I know Seihan sent somebody over there to get some background information on him, but we don't know who that is. Anyway, when he gets back to his apartment, Chai's over there. They end up drinking sake together, having their little moments. And more you can tell he cares about her, he's really starting to warm up to her. Then they fall asleep at the table together. Back at the office, you can tell June is ready to fucking crack. Don't be stuttering over your words in front of Seihan. You cannot buckle under the pressure against a crazy man that's controlling your livelihood. We got the former mafia crew selling weather balloon air insurance or something like that. Because basically, that's what they do now at the plaza. Vin's like, alright, I'm keeping an eye on you motherfuckers. So after dealing with the crooked cops, they did get the information that they need, video footage and all that. And it's showing the car that was chasing after the family. It clearly had a dent in the side of it. Then we get a flashback to what really happened to the family. They had tased them. Then they drove their car to that location that they spotted him in. So yeah, it was definitely murder, not suicide. Then our cop/restaurant assistant brings him some pasta. Then he breaks down the camera footage and he breaks it down so good you think to yourself that he is a cop. Which he would have to play off because if he gave it away, like Ben had been looking at this nigga like, oh shit. Then after that he goes about his business. Then Mion has a conversation with Seihan, talk about ruthless shit because that's what they do. And they with it because she feels where he's coming from. On the real, these motherfuckers belong together. The bad version of Vin and Chai. Well anyway, all the tenants get together and they got an idea to put out some bad press against the Babel company. The idea they come up with is ridiculous, but it's supposed to get a point across. So they're recording themselves acting like news reporters talking shit about the Babel company with these random masks on. But the whole purpose is not for the media. The purpose is to get under their skin so they'll make a mistake and they will actually find out who the real leader of the Babel company is. It definitely got the Mihung, Wang, and June. Seihan finds it hilarious because one, they're not making fun of him, and two, they don't know who he is yet, so. But this crazy motherfucker always has a backup plan. The next part of their plan is intimidation. They had some of the tenants fuck with June by placing a bloody knife on his desk and putting the letter C on his wall. Next, they call Lehan at the laundromat. You would think after all the situations that Mihan's been in, she would stop going to laundromats by herself. If she gets scared seeing a fake zombie and shit, that shit is crazy. She passed out when she woke back up, she saw the C on the door. As far as Wang goes, he gets chased with a remote control car with C4 on top of it. He's running for his life, gets trapped against a wall, but confetti pops out and we get the C again. Damn! I'm sorry for making that noise, but it actually did that every time the C popped up. Shit was hilarious. Now what does the C stand for? His last name, Kasana. Seihan gets the pictures of all the events that occurred to his peoples. He's like, really? Alright. Then he makes a phone call to the guy he sent to Italy. He's like, okay, he's got the information that he wants on our man Vincenzo. What information could it be? Back at the office, Vic and Chai still trying to figure out shit. They try to put pieces of puzzle together. Then the witness protection guy comes through and is like, hey, I'll share my information, you share yours, or we trying to work together, yo. The thing is, they rock with him, but because of the crooked cops, they don't trust the organization. Bottom line, they working solo dolo. Now back to Seihan. They ain't give a name, but this is the guy they sent to Italy. And he came back with some information on Vin. So now Seihan's got some valuable pictures. Pictures of what exactly? Of Vin killing multiple people, including Italian bosses. See, the only thing Seihan could pull up earlier was records on his file, and paperwork, it was squeaky clean. Now he got some shit on our boy. Oh boy. So now that he knows who Vin is, he's like, look, we can't leave him alive. We gotta kill this nigga. Wayne looking like, really? Like, yeah, it's gotta happen. Back at the apartment, Vin's about to set up something, but Cha doesn't want him to go because she feels like some shit about to jump off. So she ends up going, but tells him don't let Vin leave. Back at the plaza in the dojo, they're trying to teach the group about effective techniques and all that stuff. Clearly it was a disaster. Then the niggas in black approach the plaza, and they try to kick niggas out. They don't care who owns the building, they're gonna use it by force. Vin has his assistant make another video about the incident and tells him to load it up on the internet. Then tells him to stay there, he'll be right back. Meanwhile, it's the tenants versus the niggas in black. And they're not like the group we fought the last time, they more serious. And we found out they the new Wusong group that actually replaced him and his boys. And they pretty much about to beat up all them niggas. And they looking like they in some serious trouble until all of a sudden, Mr. Tai turns serious and stabbed one of them niggas with the scissors. He said he made a promise never to kill or be in a serious fight again, but now he's had to break that promise. Alright, Mr. Tai, I see you was good. In short, he ends up fucking these niggas up. By his damn self. He ain't kill him though, he just wanted them to get the fuck out of here. They know, and now even the tenants know not to fuck with Mr. Tai. My man gets a text message, but he looks concerned, but they never really tell us what it's about. Anyway, we found out that Cha took a call and he's meeting up with Seihan. He told her he had something important to tell her, but then he lied. He just wanted to get her there. Which I'm pretty sure he wanted close to her when they end up killing Vin. I'm telling you, Seihan's slick as fuck. They hear about some trouble and they go on a rush over. They go back over to the plaza, get the assistant, and they're like, what's he doing here? Well, the assistant was the one that texted him, so that's why he pulled out his phone and was like, the fuck. So now they about to drive over to the scene. Meanwhile, at the bridge, it's 3 gunmen ready to get Vin. Vin's ready for them niggas. He ends up whipping everybody's ass but taking his phone. Looks through his phone, and he finally figures out who the chairman is. Child gets out the car, she makes it to him, she was scared to death. And he actually hugs her back. Trust me, it's a big thing for him. Then Vin tells Chai he knows who the chairman is. And he's looking straight at Seihan. Oh shit. Yeah, Chai, all this damn time. Cue the goddamn epic music! Yeah. Yeah. They know now, motherfuckers. Yeah. You already know what it is. I got goosebumps over top of my damn goosebumps on this shit. That's episode 10 for you. Slick DZ out there, easy mister. Big. Who the goddamn slogan?